Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I decided to bring the microphone thingy today because I purchased it like forever ago and I have not used it. And I'm just like, look how this looks. Yeah. Okay, so I'm sure y'all can see what's happening up in the background. So, can we just give a moment? Like, she's beautiful. So I keep forgetting. I had lost the remote, but then I found the remote and I did not use the remote today. But yeah, it's a bit of a distraction because she be moving and grooving in the background and yeah, she doing her thing. But if you cannot read it, it says Harmony for Us. And if you have been following me for a while, you know that I have a podcast, which is called Harmony for Us. And I'm so excited that I am starting it back up. I am getting people now, and we are doing interviews, and we are getting it all together, and we are rocking it out. I want to have like a few that are already pre-made, pre-done, pre-saved, and just ready for upload because you know how it gets. Like, also, winter is coming up and seasonal depression is a thing, y'all. Feel me. Okay. It's about to be lack of sun, lack of vitamin D, lack of energy for everybody. Okay. So yeah, I'm mentally preparing myself. I love myself sometimes because I do be prepping stuff for myself. Now, sometimes I'm not going to say all the time I stick with it because I am a procrastinator at heart. I think school has prepared all of us to procrastinate. That's a whole nother topic. I could really go on and on about the procrastination, but I thought everybody was good and they did stuff right on time, blah, blah, blah. But no, people procrastinate. I was having a discussion about procrastination the other day, and somebody was like, yeah, I used to procrastinate before tests and I would pass them. And I'm like, OMG, same. Is there anybody else that can relate to that? Like, you procrastinate for a test and then you pass it. Like, the test you would study for, before, like being the picture perfect student, whatever, you would fail those tests. Am I the only one? I don't know. I don't think tests is. Yeah. Okay, anyway. I'm like, what is this video about? Okay. Anyway, it's an update. So, I mean, you can see it a little bit here. We got where my port used to be. So the good news is my port is finally out. Woo! Pause for the claps. Yay! So that is a big thing because I don't think I realize how big of a part. What? Oh my gosh, that air just went off. Wow, y'all are gonna hear that. But I don't remember, not remember, I remember. I don't realize how big of a role chemo played in my life, okay? Like when I say I was in the hospital for roughly a year, I was in the hospital for quite some time, okay? Like going to visits, then I had to stay in the hospital when I got my chemo administered. A lot of people don't have to do that. You know, it's definitely different types of cancers, right? But for the type of chemo that I was getting, it had to be what is the word I'm looking for? It had to be monitored because it could really affect, my heart, etc. So that's why I had to be in the hospital. Not everyone has to do that. Some people Some people get to take theirs and go home. Some people honestly said that it was probably a good thing that I was in the hospital because a lot of people do go home and they get sick. I only got sick like one time, okay, and it was kind of my fault. Let's just say there were some hot chips involved. I love hot chips, okay? I'm still like obsessed with hot chips. Kind of obsessed with Megan Thee Stallion that she did a hot chip thing. I mean, if you from the black community, we like hot chips. It's just a thing. We like hot chips. We've been doing this since we were little. Like any type of hot chips. I really love the hot Cheeto puffs. Those are my favorite. You know, some people like the hot fries. Yeah, the crunchy ones. I want the hot Cheeto puffs because they usually have more of the hotness on it. And it's a softer chip. I love a softer chip. I don't want to be crunching, okay? I do like a little bit of crunch, but I want it to be soft to chew. Anyway, we have gotten off topic again, but yeah, I just like remembered like this was a big part of my life. And so there were definitely emotions, you know, with getting it removed. I didn't think it would be. First of all, it is one of those things that I had to get surgically put in. So it was also a thing I had to get surgically taken out. So being in a surgery space again is also, that's a thing. Of course, I did not have to get put to sleep for this one because it was like an outpatient type of surgery. So literally I went in that day and I came out. I didn't even have to have a driver because I wasn't getting any like medication that would make me droggy or, yeah, not able to operate the vehicle. Yeah, so I don't know, just like being in that place again. Also, first of all, it was hot as heck in that room, okay? And so I thought like it was like my emotions at first, but everybody was like, no, it is a little hot in here. So I'm glad like people was reassuring around me that it also was hot in that space. But yeah, also getting it out was definitely a thing because I really didn't even feel it, but the thing you had to do was you had to, I got like lidocaine and they used that and pumped it around like the port. I do have a picture of the port. I don't know if I should put it in there, and I think I should because that was in my body. Some people got to keep their ports. I don't know if I necessarily would want to keep it because I am like a hoarder of weird things. Can anybody relate to that? Like, so with my prosthetic leg, my first socket, I still have it. And it's just sitting there, and I'm like, what do I do with this? Like, maybe I could turn it into a vase or a vase? Anyway, I'm rambling all over the place, but it was really emotional because it was something that I was like, wow, that chapter of my life is over. And honestly, it's not 100% over because I still have to go get checkups. We have moved them away to like 4 months now, so it's not as frequent as it was at first, which I think it started off at 3 months. I think it may be longer now. It might be 5 months. I'm really not quite sure, but we are definitely digressing. I think that is a word, and I think that is a word that I need. But we are definitely pulling back a little bit more. So anyway, still was like really emotional. because I was like, wow, that's out. That was something that was very big in my life at one point. Like I had to prep it, like to get it ready for chemo. And I remember like when I first got it, like how afraid I was to like just even touch it or look at it or like wash around it. So the only time like it would get washed was, this might be TMI, but the only time like the area would properly get washed would be like when I went in for chemo. But yeah, it was just really weird. Also, like hugging people became a weird thing because I'm like, y'all don't hug too tight now because I feel it, okay? And so I don't know if people thought maybe I was being shady when I hug people. Also, hugging has still been weird since COVID for me, to be quite honest. Like, I don't know. Like, I couldn't hug for a long time. So, yeah, hugging was like a really big part of my life, especially throughout high school. But again, a topic for another day. So, yeah, just getting it out, it feels amazing. And it feels like it's time for a fresh new start. Having said that, that's why we have moi in the background. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, yeah. Also, I want to start going in a new direction when it comes to my content. Anyone that knows me, and maybe a lot of people don't know this about me, but I do enjoy to read a little. So, I am quite excited because I want to start like adding a little bit of more history topics, a little bit of more debatable topics, because I like to get the people thinking. Yeah. I mean, my presence gets the people thinking quite enough, right? So we might as well add, what is it? Fuel to the flame? Isn't that the saying? Anyway, yeah. So I'm really excited about this new direction that I'm going in. I know it is going to be scary, and I have like been going back and forth with it, but super excited. And it's definitely going to be controversial, but it's definitely where I feel I need to be moving. I do love my fashion, as you can tell. I'm blue jeaned out today. Well, you can't tell with the bottoms right now because you can't see them. But yes, I have to move in that direction because if we're not growing, what are we doing? Right? Like, if you're not going back to your past self and like cringing, what are we doing? And I was like, so a lot of it is right, being afraid of saying the wrong thing. But, there are people out there that hold this in. And I am one of those people. Not really so much in person, but it is definitely things that I really want to say and I really want to get out. And I really want people to know about me and about how I feel about certain issues. So, yeah, this is where I want to move. Yeah. So I was going to talk about something else about like tattoos, but I feel like this video is getting longer than it needs to be, but I kind of do want to talk about it now. So where my port is, you can't see it, but it is going to forever be a scar there. And I have tons of friends that do tattoos, like they have them all over their bodies. And I was just like, I've never had never wanted to get one, like, at all. And now I'm just like, I think I want one. And I wanted to be there just to kind of you know, show that I did the damn thing. I beat that. Period. So, it's a whole article I read about it, which it really summed up the beauty in tattoo work and piercings. Gosh, I'm gonna have to find that article and send it or something. But yeah, it was a beautiful, well written article, and it really had me thinking. Anyway, that is it for this video, and I will talk about the tattoo stuff on another day. I want to say, I don't know if I talked about it before, but yeah. Anyway, so this is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, make sure you watch some other videos. If you want to, you don't have to. But also be ready and be prepared because there will be some podcasts coming out and they will also have video in them. Ooh, look at it going in the back. Ooh. It will also have video with them for the people that love to watch in person. We got our peoples out there. I personally enjoy watching a YouTube video. I have been heavily watching them recently. So, yeah, make sure y'all tune in and I cannot wait. And yeah, I'm probably going to do another video before we start up the podcast, but it is on the way. Be patient, because it's going to be worth it. We're going to have some good guests. Yeah. I wonder, are you getting like the little ASMR moment? I hope you are. But anyway, bye. Thanks for watching.